Coming up in this morning's bulletin, Chief of Staff orders government institutions to submit new employee data. New employee data added to payroll since Saturday, December 7, 2024. Meanwhile, minority in parliament serves notice to frustrate government business if new leadership tries to introduce more debates. We have this and more coming up. Please stay. Thanks for staying. I am Araba Aidoo, and remember, as always, we stream live on Facebook and on X at GHOne TV. We begin from the presidency, where the Chief of Staff, Julius Deborah, has issued a directive to all heads of government institutions requesting detailed staff information added to their payrolls since Saturday, 7th December 2024. This move aligns with the ongoing efforts under the John Mahama administration to ensure the accuracy and integrity of government payroll records. In the January 15 letter, Mr. Deborah emphasized the importance of this exercise, stating that this information is critical to maintaining transparency and accountability in the payroll management process. Heads of institutions have been asked to submit specific details for each staff member added within specific period, including full name, designation or job title, employee identification number, that is if applicable, date of appointment, date added to payroll. Institutions are required to submit the requested data to the Chief of Staff's office no later than Friday, 31st January 2025. Let's move on to the vetting of the ministerial positions, where Parliament, on Thursday approved the third and fourth badges of ministerial nominees put forward by President John Dramani Mahama following their vetting and approval by the Appointments Committee. Now, the approved nominees include the Member of Parliament, that's the MP for Ketu South, Ablajifa Gomashi, the MP for Shama, Emilia Arthur, NDC National Youth Organizer, George Opari Aidoo, Member of Parliament for Banda, Ahmed Ibrahim, MP for Krowo, Agnes Namomolate, and the Techima North MP, Elizabeth Ofosu Ajari. The appointments were debated and approved by Parliament on Thursday, January 23. Now, after hours of discussion, both the minority and majority caucuses reached a consensus agreeing that the nominees demonstrated the competence and leadership skills required to head their respective ministries. Let's now head to Boko, where the Boko Central MP Mahama Ayariga has pledged to ensure that the ruling party's significant majority is wielded responsibly and inclusively. The new majority leader was speaking in Parliament during the change in leadership of the NDC caucus. Mahama Ayariga will be supported by Cape Coast North MP Kweku Rickett-Hagan as Deputy Majority Leader, South Day MP Roxanne Dafiamapo as Majority Chief Whip, while Ada MP comforts Kujo and Bia East MP Richard Ichampon as first and second Deputy Majority Chief Whip. This change comes in the wake of several key appointments by President John Dramani Mahama in his administration by assigning some majority MPs to critical ministerial roles. The NDC, in a letter signed by its General Secretary Fifi Fiabikwete, says the party, in consultation with the caucus, has compiled all the names and that underpins such nominations.
In consultation with the NDC Majority Caucus, we have designated the following honorable members to the leadership positions on the majority front bench. 1. Majority Leader, Honorable Mahama Ayariga. Deputy Majority Leader, Honorable George Kweku Ricketts Hagan. Majority Chief Whip, Honorable Roxanne Nelson Kwame Eche Dafiamapo. First Deputy Majority Whip, Honorable Comfort Doyo Kujo. Second Deputy Majority Whip, Honorable Richard Achampon.
The immediate past majority leader, Dr. Kasiel Ataforson, urged the leaders to be transparent in steering the affairs of parliamentary business.
By good faith and the overarching interest of our dear country. The Speaker, 2 years ago, I was entrusted with the responsibility of the minority leader. In this relatively short time, we have collectively achieved a remarkable milestone. Together with my NDC colleagues, we provided constructive alternatives to government policies and safeguarded millions of Ghana cedis in public funds. We championed groundbreaking legislations, including some of the most impactful private members' bills in Ghana's parliamentary history. These efforts significantly shaped national policy and discourse. It is no surprise, therefore, that the people of Ghana recognize our efforts by entrusting us with additional 50 parliamentary seats. I extend my best wishes to the incoming leader of the House, the Honorable Mahama Ayariga, and his team. May they be guided by wisdom and grace as they steer the affairs of this House, oversee the successful conduct of government business.
Minority Leader and Ifutu MP Alexander Penyomarkin, in his address, warned the new leadership that the government business will suffer if the new leadership tries to introduce more debates.
Honorable Ayariga, the majority leader, is a great debater. He loves his procedure. And let me disclose this. The day we had this hint of he becoming the leader of the House, one of my researchers told me that, leader, your new leader is always glued to his law. He loves debate. So get your members to get ready. So I know that you enjoy the rules and you will not allow things to go unattended. But let me quickly remind you, sir, that as a government leader, if you try to introduce more debates, government business will suffer.
Majority Leader Mahama Ayariga, in his maiden address, assured that he will work together with the minority to ensure Ghanaians are well served in the 9th Parliament.
I look forward to working with you and to ensure that the good people of Ghana are well served by this Parliament. Finally, Right Honourable Speaker, I believe that I will succeed. And the main reason why I will succeed is because your very good self is still in this chamber.
The Speaker of Parliament, Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagman, also took turns to speak.
Let it not be said anywhere that the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana did not perform well. Political scientists have adjudged the 8th Parliament as one of the best hung parliaments in the world. Please, the 8th Parliament is also different from the 9th Parliament. And therefore, as our former Member of Parliament, Honorable Aidoo Fuseni, will say, when the drum beats change, the dance what will also change. And so that's what is expected of the 9th Parliament. The drumbeat has changed. It has changed from a hung parliament to supermajority parliament.
Let's now shift our attention to the ongoing ministerial vetting, where the Northern Regional Minister designate Aidoo GHOne has promised to reduce the influx of Kayayes in Accra by initiating apprenticeship training. The minister designate noted he will collaborate with all districts under the region to provide sewing machines and hand dryers to young girls, whilst the boys will be attached to master craftsmen who will be paid based on the numbers. Now, according to him, this will make the region attractive to deter the youth from migrating to the south.
Mr. Chairman, the best I can do is, first of all, to make home a very attractive place so that we don't get further girls and boys migrating from Tamale and, for that matter, northern region to any part of the south, not only in Accra. We shall initiate apprenticeship training. Those who are interested to become hairdressers, seamstresses, some who want to go into petty trading, we shall introduce some packages to be able to support them to start go into these ventures. Mr. Chairman, for all you know, some of them are there. They come all the way from the north to Accra just because her target is to buy a sewing machine. Her target is to buy a dryer. And because of these two things, she finds herself to Accra, and before you realize, she's doing something different. Mr. Chairman, I, as a regional minister, if I get the nod from this noble committee, what I can do is to ensure that all the district assemblies under me will take it upon ourselves, and I will supervise and ensure that the district assemblies go strictly by that. We will ensure that every DCE at his level should do his best to stop the migration of these young girls and boys from their respective districts to Accra. In the case of the boys, we shall attach them to master craftsmen.
Now, some head porters at the Accra Central Market have expressed their excitement at the assurance of the Northern Regional Minister designate to curb the persistent Kayaye phenomenon by rolling out pragmatic empowerment programs in the Northern region to prevent migration. Now, speaking to GHOne TV, the head porters say they would hold the minister to his words, as head portering is not a decent way to earn a living.
Yes, I'm a depa because you buy a bread, obey chine, a vianim sa, now do bash, a thought that crown yaka and swan on the name sa. So yes, I sank and see a better baby faco near ye, Juman and Yama.
Because Nancy Amisha Munuse, Musimupe, say I'm voting Mamuna, muy and free or Bria Breno. Because Byron and Mr. Fitanompa, Obianto, and a be better than Suya bread. Usia sans ubre, uko pebi bi krampoas, ya se uju ahumya. Ya sisya, sisiano, nimpa kura huni nuyambu antimu, ya pamucho, munshona mumboa ya wai.
Abaye for beje, obeje na kwa tiaska na yaje. Lances for obesi amwasuwa. Na enda lances na tutu for na yewe ya ni babi ya beda antutu bayu ya santi ya pesi president no ndina yenja adisuano na
ya bibi kura ebedi ya ni amba no nyina ya ble ya trimu nyina tutu nti ya pano chombe jiye ya pano chopa.
Now, the vetting of President Mahama's appointees has uncovered some surprising personal details, from language skills to secret affiliations. These revelations have sparked conversations across Ghana about what truly matters regarding leadership. Take a listen.
Honorable Aaron Edrisu, the patrol. Why an MP in Fiesane?
About is 20 years in there. The vetting process for appointees of President Mahama has revealed some surprising details, often shedding light on what was once considered private. For example, Education Minister Haruna Idrisu's fluency in Tree, thanks to his wife.
I'm sure that there is a southern inspiration.
That's Parliament House. Parliament House.
My wife, Mary.
Oh, very well.
Sometimes when I'm coming out, I don't know about church, me say, Chino,
Then there's Gender Minister Designate Namu Mulate, whose CV revealed some gaps she struggled to account for.
Page 1, on the start date, would you want to amend your CV?
Yes, sir.
And let's not forget Minister Designate for Fisheries and Aquaculture, Emilia Arthur.
If this comes on board, then we are going to have a third one called the Blue Economy Commission. And who knows, maybe when it's set up and we begin to go into it, we'll realize that maybe we have to merge or something. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
The latest revelation comes from Youth and Recreation Minister Designate George Aidoo, who shared that he is a Mason, a member of one of the world's most well-known secret societies.
You have indicated membership of bodies and associations. Are you a Freemason?
Yes, I'm a Mason.
In all difficulties and dangers, in whom do you place your trust?
The Grand Architect of the universe.
But does this really matter? Not necessarily, say some Ghanaians. They point to notable figures like former President John Ajekum Kufuor, Asante Hene Otumfuo Osei-Tutu, and even Minority Leader Alexander Penyumaking, each known to be members as well.
At what point in your life did you join the Freemasons?
I think it was either 67 or 68.
Oh, that early?
I was a young lawyer in Kumasi, yes. Yeah. Because members of my family were in there. You don't just walk in there. You are, in a way, invited.
What do our communities, families, and friends think of us as Freemasons?
After all, if these high-profile figures are part of it, perhaps being a Mason is just the latest trend in political networking. And who knows, next they might be handing out membership cards at cabinet meetings.
Now, the now opposition New Patriotic Party has accused the NDC of being behind the recent violent clashes which occurred at the northern section of the Anglo Gold Ashanti concession at Obuasi. Speaking at a press conference held in Accra on Thursday, the party's Director of Communication, Richard Ahiagba, pointed at the NDC, alleging that their negligence contributed to the unfortunate incidents in the region. He called on the Ghana Police Service to investigate the matter and ensure that justice is served.
The NDC must take responsibility for this gruesome murder of the 11 or so people that happened in Obuasi. And incidentally, the people that were killed very painfully happened to be members of the National Democratic Congress. It is the failure of the NDC leadership, including His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, in their legitimate duty of cautioning and advising their people to desist from the lawlessness that has led to the painful loss of lives of these young people. We would like, ladies and gentlemen, to call on the Ghana Police to conduct its investigations and ensure justice is served expeditiously.
Now in health, the fight against stigma and the quest for societal integration for burns victims have received a major boost as Beyond Burns International intensifies its advocacy efforts. The non-governmental organization has called for increased awareness of burns and greater societal inclusion for victims, while also rallying support from corporate organizations to sustain its initiatives.
When one experiences burns during a fire, physical wounds and scars remain on them, but the piercing stares and whispers of stigmatization could be eliminated. With this inspiration, the leadership of Beyond Burns International, a not-for-profit organization, has underscored the challenges faced by victims of burns, who often endure not only physical scars, but also societal rejection. The organization is committing to transforming these narratives through education, outreach, and rehabilitation programs. Speaking during a courtesy call on the elders of the Manche Ankara royal family, founder of Beyond Burns International, Judith Kato Addison, highlighted the importance of breaking down the stigma, adding that burn victims are survivors and should be embraced as vital members of society.
Integration into the society. People have to get back to school. People have to get back to work. And in many cases, when the burns become so physical, like you can tell that somebody has severe burns on their face, especially as being either, especially female. You know, it's very challenging to be able to reintegrate back into the society, get your job back. Who wants to have a female that has facial burns at their front desk? All of these are matters that, you know, are lurking there in the shadows.
Judith also made a strong case for access and quality health care for burns victims, irrespective of their social status.
We are looking forward to a time where burns can be preventable, and where access to quality and safe health care can be easily accessible to everyone, regardless of your social or your economic status.
As part of the advocacy efforts, the organization sought the blessing and partnership of the Ankara royal family. In a remarkable gesture of support, the family donated a sum of 20,000 Ghana cedis to bolster the NGO's activities. Chief of Kaneshi, Nini Kwe Ashali, spoke on behalf of the elders of the Manche Ankara royal family.
We are calling on every institution, every organization that has a big heart and a good heart to help those who suffered and gone through that kind of trauma should come, join us, and achieve some positive goals.
Beyond Burns International is appealing to corporate organizations to extend their support through funding, partnerships, and corporate social responsibility initiatives to ensure the sustainability of their programs.
Now, mental health awareness continues to grow as various organizations step up to support those in need. One such initiative was undertaken by the Sewa Amihia Foundation, which brought warmth and hope to patients at Accra Psychiatric Hospital. Officials of the foundation fumigated the female ward, cooked lunch for all the patients, and donated various items to the hospital as part of an extension of its Red Roses Christmas charity initiative. There's more in this report.
The Accra Psychiatric Hospital is a major health facility that focuses on providing mental health care services to people from across the country. Despite some strides made through great services rendered by officials at the facility, it is faced with a myriad of challenges, including funding and non-availability of resources. It was therefore a day filled with smiles and heartfelt gratitude as the Sewa Amihia Foundation extended a helping hand to the Accra Psychiatric Hospital. In collaboration with the Grandi Management Services, the foundation fumigated the female ward of the facility to protect patients from pests, insects, and to keep the environment safe for habitation. Co-founders of the organization, Sewa Mehie and Mami Jimfoa, together with other officials of the foundation and catering staff of the hospital, cooked lunch for all the patients in the facility's kitchen. Lunch was served to the patients, with the foundation's officials spending time with the patients in the female ward and the male special ward. Essential items, including sanitary pads, toilet rolls, Sankofa natural spices, a TV set, and other electrical appliances and assorted food items were presented to the staff and patients of the hospital. Mami Jimfoa, co-founder of the Sewa Mehie Foundation, shared the inspiration behind choosing the hospital for this donation.
The Sewa Mehie Foundation focuses on marginalized persons, and the psychiatric department or hospital is also part of the marginalized group that are part of the whole marginalized people. So we decided to come here and then come and help out in the little way that we can, because most of the mentally disabled people are often neglected. And so we came here and then we asked them for some of the things they needed, and then they asked that the female ward needed a TV. So we provided them with TV. We also brought food items, and then we prepared the food for them ourselves. And then we are just here to celebrate with them and make them feel loved.
Deputy Director of Administration of the hospital, Victor Spese, praised the foundation for addressing an often overlooked aspect of healthcare.
By a big surprise, we've heard about foundations, organizations, and baby companies, but how well known the foundation and vis-a-vis what they've come to present to us is a big surprise. Not just that they remember the patients per se, they decided to come and cook in situ, like within the facility where our kitchen staff supervised all that they were doing and making sure that they were well fed. Again, our staff who labor so much to be with the patients also had the opportunity of receiving some items donated by them. These are many and great things that they've done today. I'm so enlightened as administrator of the facility, and we are so happy.
The event also saw patients and staff express their gratitude, underscoring the importance of such interventions in promoting better mental health care.
It's really a surprise, something we have been waiting for some years now, and then you have done it for us. So we are so much grateful. So on behalf of the hospital management, hospital director, and then the nursing department, my ward staff, and all our patients here, we want to say God richly bless you for this kind gestures. In fact, we are overwhelmed. I don't know what to say, but all I can say is God bless you.
The Sewa Mehie Foundation emphasizes the need for continued societal support and greater investment in mental health resources across the country to improve care and treatment for those affected by mental health issues.
And that's it for GH Today News with me, Araba, Aidoo. But the lady you just saw on your screens cooking for some patients at Accra Psychiatric Hospital is already seated to serve you yet another breakfast from here. When are we getting ours?
Oh, I cook all the time at home.
Yeah, I've tasted your jollof before.
Yeah.
It was tasty.
Yeah.
But that was a great initiative.
Right.
What led to this initiative this time around?
What was what? Please answer.
What led to this gesture this time around after the Christmas one that we saw?
You know, the truth is that after the Christmas program, we had a lot of items left. Okay, and I always wanted to go to the psychiatric hospital.
Okay.
So we said that why not? Why not take the rest of the items there? Because the items were bought specifically for persons who needed them.
Okay.
Right? And we didn't also just then want to go and donate the things to the people. We thought that why not, you know, do something special? So cook for them and eat with them. Every time, you know, we know that people cook for them. Some people, when they want to donate, actually cook from their homes and deliver it to them. But they have a very big kitchen. So we said that why not? Why not go there and cook with them? And it was such a nice experience. You know, you saw the videos. My sister and I were so excited, and Alice, of course, cooking. You know, we were cutting onions. You know, I was tossing salad, vegetables. It was a nice experience, and seeing the smiles on the faces of the people, the patients, was all you know, it was so fulfilling. Absolutely. I should have taken you.
You should have. You know, most of the times, most of these patients complain, or even the hospital staff, they complain that most of their families don't even come to see them. So going there with that gesture, God bless you as always. Now, take us away.
Thank you very much. And that's Evelyn Araba Aidoo there, bringing us the breakfast.
It was there.
News. Thank you once again, and thank you for tuning in. The show will begin, well, it has started, but the main show will begin now.